игра и завершилась. Видимо, игра уже настолько плохо себя чувствует. Либо не очень хочет проходиться за братство Сталя. Взяла и все и сломала. Хорошо, сохранение недалеко.
By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading according to our school. The moment that's infinite, the Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths must be eliminated. To accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come up empty-handed. The only logical explanation is that they've gone underground. That's where we need your help.
I might have a way to get into the Institute.
I believe there's a bit more to the story than you're telling me. But based on your actions so far, I'm willing to take you at your word. Now, indulge me for a moment by satisfying my curiosity. Tell me why you're so eager to get into the Institute.
I think they're the ones that kidnapped my son.
The Institute preys on the weak to further their own ends. Together, we'll make them pay for their crimes. I'll call ahead and brief Proctor Ingram. Report to the airport, and get to work on your project right away.
Ошибка на Твиче. Да ёлки-моталки. Так, и собственно, он сказал, очень замечательно, давай иди делай свои чертежи, готовь. А куда идти готовить? Будь здорова. Она. Что, слышно, что я кашляла? Я вроде микрофон вырубала. Я не оглушила, надеюсь. Что пипец так-то кашляю. Будь здорова. В смысле не знал? Ты же вроде как бы на русском пишешь, ты же должен знать здоров и здорова, то есть я девушка, значит я должна быть здорова. Ты ведь русский или нет? Я пойму, если не русский. Если ты русский, то я не пойму. Либо у меня голос, наверное, настолько ужасный, что мне уже желают быть здоров. С Украины. Ну, вроде, но у вас же говорят там тоже и на русском. Милый? Блин, спасибо, раз милый. У больного-то человека милый голос. Ну, мне точно сюда. Я дико сомневаюсь. Что у меня там за задание висит? Молекулярный уровень поговорить с Проктором Инграм. Инграм разве внизу стоит? Точно, она внизу стоит. А чтобы мне не... тратить время на спуски долгие. Что я сделаю проще? Не, воду нет. Блин. Так. Инграм, она там стоит. Я тут пройду, наверное. Да, я пройду. Ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла. Правда? Будь здоров, как для женщин, так и для мужчин. Не знала.
Elder Maxon said you'd help me build the signal interceptor.
So, looks like you're calling the shots around here now, huh? All right, I'll bite. What does your new miracle device do?
Did you know the Institute has a teleporter called the Molecular Relay? Take a look.
Molecular... what? No. Molecular transmission via encrypted RF waves? Okay, even I have to admit, that's genius. This explains why we've been picking up anomalous energy readings all across the Commonwealth. Not to mention how they get their tin soldiers to come out of the damn walls. And this little beauty allows you to literally hijack a return signal. Instead of grabbing the intended target, it grabs you instead. Impressive.
That all sounds impressive, but can you build it?
If I can keep that flying pile of junk in the air, I can work miracles. It's difficult to make out all the details here, but I'm thinking you can get started by building a stabilized reflector platform. It's gonna take a cargo hold full of high-grade metal, but I'm sure that we have plenty of it right here at the airport.
Wow. I'm glad you could make sense of those plans.
I haven't made sense of all of it yet, but I will by the time you get the first part built. Here's a list of everything you need to find. You're also going to need a massive power source to get the signal interceptor running.
Блин. Я только сейчас поняла, какую я работу огромную сделала и не сохранилась, как подобает. Я идиот. Так. Собственно, а что она мне сказала делать-то? Построить платформу-отражатель. Отлично. Где я тебе ее сооружу-то, мать твою? Фу. О! Чё? Я строить только здесь, на этом пятачке смогу? О, братство стали, у вас жопа не треснет? Скажите мне, пожалуйста, жадины. Дали бы построить-то у себя на этом. На территории. Нет, какой-то жалкий пятачок выделили. Сволочи. Ничего святого у них нет. Теперь разгребай, расчищай, чтобы здесь вот установку поставить. Какой суд? Они у меня и вот этот пятачок отожмут в случае ссоры. Это же братство стали, ничего святого. Так. Ну и сойдет. Думаю, мне этого места хватит. Выглядит, конечно, как жутчайший бардак. Что это? М-м-м. Это-то хоть убирается. Херас 2. Так, отлично. Что мне теперь надо строить? 3 часа дня? Серьезно? Обалдеть, уже 3 часа дня. Ритуал буду делать. Ну, что-то типа того. Так. Платформа. Как это все должно стоять и выглядеть-то, чтобы оно у меня нормально влезло? По идее, лучше вот так. Думаю, сойдет. А дальше что? Что-то как-то... Не хватает чего-то. Так, откуда я буду тянуть, собственно, энергию? Они мне не дадут ведь подпитаться от себя. Ну сколько можно? Че, нельзя что ли ее поближе? Я буду каждую детальку ставить и говорить с ней бегать.
Any luck building the platform yet?
Did you figure out the rest of Virgil's schematics?
We'll know after we throw the switch. Here's a list of everything we'll need. Now, I know some of that might as well be in Greek, so I'll be around if you have any questions.
Looks good, Ingram. I'll get to work right away.
I wish I had your confidence. Oh, one last thing before I forget. It's important that all the components are wired together so all the pieces are on a single grid. Otherwise, this isn't going to work. If you need any help, I'll be over at the build site making some adjustments and calculations. I'd wish you good luck, Knight, but I think we're both going to need it.
Так, ладно. Все, уже присосалась тут. Мешается. Во, здесь все сходится. Чего-то тут не хватает. Здесь же еще что-то должно быть. Серьезно? А, это я идиот. Все. Здесь все норм. Я просто путаю с тем, что я строила в Сент-Чарльз-Сити. У меня было... С этой стороны у меня стоял огромный генератор. Ну, как сказать, генератор. Что там было? Либо этот реактор. Скорее всего, вот этот реактор у меня стоял. Так, и как бы это все аккуратненько подпитать? К чему бы начать? Думаю, вот так сделать. Ну, по сути, выходит все точно так же. Выглядит это, конечно, зверски. Привет, Егор. Ты уже здесь? Конечно. Вы можете занять место в первых местах. Короче. Погоди. Не могу. В первом ряду. Вот. Можете туда подальше отсесть. Будет сидеть смотреть, думаю.
Remarkable work, Knight. The signal interceptor appears to be complete. Are you ready to put it to the test?
Absolutely. I'm ready to go.
Your confidence is an inspiration to us all. That being said, this is the first time we've attempted to directly adapt Institute technology. When we throw that switch, we don't know exactly what's gonna happen. God willing, you'll end up inside the Institute, and the mission can continue.
What are the details of my mission?
I'm glad you asked. Now, I want you to listen very carefully. Once you've entered the Institute, we expect to lose contact, so it's imperative you remember everything I'm about to tell you. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
That's fortunate.
Yes, it was. Securing useful resources during wartime is critical. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the capital wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
Is there a point to all this?
Just giving you the proper background, soldier. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention. We don't have time for this night. Say something. We don't have time for this night. Say something. We don't have time for this night. Say something. We don't have time for this night. Say something. We don't have time for this night. Say something. We don't have time for this night. Say something. We don't have time for this night. Say something. We don't have time for this night. Say something.
Сорян, с работы позвонили.
What's this project that needs her attention?
Dr. Lee previously worked on a potent weapon for the Brotherhood of Steel. We'd like her to continue where she left off. That's all I can tell you. Listen to me, Knight. I'm well aware that you're risking your life going into the Institute blind. Just keep your mind on the mission. And don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck.
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go. Are you?
Погоди, я сохранюсь.
refrain from opening fire inside the institute. It could jeopardize our entire mission.
Ingram?
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go. Are you?
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform and we'll see if I can find a signal to lock onto.
All systems are go, man.
Are you in or are you out? Make up your mind.
Блин, я не встала ровно, нормально. Ну, дайте перестать по-другому.
You have your assignment, soldier.
Let's
Move
see.
out.
Relays dialed in. Beam emitters warmed up. Everything looks
Вы что,
great.
прикалываетесь? Я на ней
Let
почти
me
не
start
стою.
scanning for the signal. Cross your fingers. I'm inputting the code now. Wow, there's a heck of a lot of interference and ghosting. It's gonna take a minute or two to lock in. By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, well, looks like we have a winner. RF wave capture complete. Ramping the emitter. 60%,
Dr. Lee is a
80%,
valuable asset.
emitter
If
spiking
any
but
harm comes to
steady. All that's left is to
holding
throw the
personally
transmit switch. Transmitting in 3, 2, 1. Stay safe, soldier.
Как-то так. Ну, здравствуй, институт. Снова здравствуй. Угу. На этот раз он умрет не сам. Блин. Жуткий кашель. Так. Вирус.
Hello.
Привет.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Busted.
Да фига ли! Ой, блин, сама себе пиздюлей надавала.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression.
Чё? Пол под ногами-то крутится.
Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place,
Ой.
these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
А зачем меня вниз, потом вверх? Можно же было по месту высадить. А, ну да, точно.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Секунду, это очень глупо выглядит.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your mom.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Sean, honey? What do you want me to
I
do?
don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! She's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father, welcome to the Institute.
I could kill you. Right here. Right now.
Yes. Yes, you could. And I would be powerless to stop you.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
They stole you. Kidnapped you. It wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you?
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so I am the...
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. I know you must have questions. Please.
Your father. He never got to see you grow up.
Yes. What happened to him was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems what happened to him was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So, you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take.
Right.
The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future. No matter.
But, director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position. Obviously. I've lived my life within these walls. Dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. What else can I say to ease your mind?
I think I've heard enough for now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Maybe. I don't know. This is so much to take in.
I know. And I am sorry. You have been through so much in such a short time. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
I don't know what to do.
I realize that. It's why I'm trying to help you. I hope that you can see that rationally. The Institute is the only thing left in the world that is worth being part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
I just don't know.
Just give it time. Give the Institute... The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in facilities. And finally...
Ух ты, не туда. Ага,